latest on Typhoon Lingling that is moving towards the north at this time. Still a Category 3 with winds of 125 miles per hour according to our latest estimates. Pressure at 938 millibars coming off its Category 4 peak from yesterday. That's as of 11 AM Japan time this September 6th. CDPS looking at South Korea and the island of Gyeongdo for September 7th. A stage 4 on the CDPS at this time, with the potential for extensive damage. The storm could still be a Category 1 by the time it reaches that area, which is very close to the North Korean border. Here is the storm projected onto the map. 28.3 north, 125 degrees east, and a wind field that is quite expansive. It's currently 217 miles from Taizhou in China, 233 from Ningbo, 291 from Shanghai, 366 from Jeju, and 482 from Gwangju, South Korea. The storm will power towards the north rather quickly over the next couple of days. Typhoon warning expected in South Korea later, a gale advisory for Okinawa, Amami, Kyushu and Yamaguchi, and a yellow typhoon warning for the extreme coastal region of Zhejiang in China. This is the expected rainfall in the next 7 days, so we can see here any pink areas are 3 inches plus. That's 75 millimeters of rain expected in any of those pink areas that appear on the map. It's a bit glitched, unfortunately. You can also see another trail on the right hand side of your screen moving through the Tokyo area. That is Tropical Storm Faxai as it moves through over the next few days as well. So there are 2 storms out there on the radar. But you can see there for Korea, rainfall amounts could be quite large, especially on the southern coasts. Further northeast, it should be less severe along the western coast, expecting the worst conditions. Sea surface temperatures currently around 28 or 29 degrees Celsius. They're going to be dropping off a cliff over the next 24-48 hours. This is what the GFS model suggests, remaining strong at least for the first part there, up to 24 hours, and then as it reaches the Korean Peninsula, weakening quite significantly, Category 2 when it passes the southern tip of Korea, and then Category 1 by the time it makes landfall, we expect possibly in North Korea by the time we reach the end of the weekend, and then it shifts towards the northeast and turns post-tropical rather quickly after that landfall. And as you can see, nothing else on the table after that apart from that other storm that does strike Japan on the latest models. Chances of tropical storm conditions then rather high at Kumijima, which is just about to exit the storm's influence, and looking into the areas of South Korea there, into the 80s, 90s generally in the southwest, 79% in the capital Seoul and 82 at Pyongyang. Well, this is what the models are saying at this point. A steep decline in intensity should begin around the middle part of today, late evening local time. Wind shear will really rise massively. Look at that, up to 40 knots by the time we get to Saturday. Sea surface temperatures will drop off a cliff as well, and relative humidity also decreasing. So Lingling is on borrowed time at Category 3 status, and it will start weakening rather rapidly at some point. Well, here it is at this time. It's already starting to get a very cloud-filled eye, and the potential for the eye structure to collapse completely pretty soon. Looking at the water vapor graphics here, the western side is looking quite restricted at this point, so China not really seeing too much from this storm at the moment. The core will pass way east, but the Korean Peninsula will probably get some significant rainfall ahead of the storm because there's a lot of showers up there towards the north of it, and we'll have more updates on Lingling throughout the evening and tomorrow. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com. You can also find our YouTube channel. If you're not there already, you may well be. Good chance of that. Subscribe if you haven't. You can also find our Facebook page, search Force 13 all in text, and our Twitter handle, it's at Force 13 on there. You can also help the project become even better by becoming a patron. You can see more information about all the benefits involved by visiting patreon.com/Force13. With a special thanks to these people for being our most valued patrons this month. You can also check out our growing merch store so you can show Force 13's colours wherever you go. You can also find a link to our Discord server underneath this video in the description.